How will the winter semester be conducted? In person or online?
We will start the winter semester as a physical university in the digital age. This means that we will predominantly offer in-person teaching. Some courses in our model may also take place completely online or as a hybrid course. For example, in person, with the possibility for students to join online. Large lecture courses will be offered primarily online.
What are the requirements for students to attend classes held in person?
The 3G rule applies here. Proof of full vaccination, recovery from coronavirus, or a valid negative test. Notices are displayed at all entrances to university buildings.
Which type of proof will be recognized?
Please carry your student ID with you at all times. You can provide proof that you are fully vaccinated against coronavirus in German, English, French, Italian or Spanish. For example, by showing your yellow vaccination record or in a digital form via the coronavan app. You are required to have been vaccinated with the one or more vaccines approved by the European Medicines Agency. At least 14 days, so it means 2 weeks, must have passed since the last required individual vaccination. Those who are recovered only need to have 1 dose of vaccine. We recommend you have proof in the form of an electronic certificate on the coronavan app. Proof of recovery from coronavirus can be a laboratory result of a PCR test, a medical certificate documenting that you had coronavirus based on a PCR test, or a quarantine order in which the PCR test is listed as the reason. The day you tested positive must be at least 28 days before, but not be more than a maximum of 6 months prior. We have accepted proof of negative tests for coronavirus SARS-CoV-2 taken at the certified testing center. You can also submit this to us in an analog or digital form.
Is the 2G model planned?
No, this would exclude students from classes who are pregnant or who cannot get the vaccine for medical reasons. We are confident that all students will abide the 3G rule.
Do you need to wear a medical face mask?
Yes, in all areas, generally accessible to more than one person, for example corridors, staircases, lifts, and wherever a distance of 1.5 meters cannot be maintained. Separate rules will apply in laboratories. Your lecturers will inform you about this.
And do you need to wear a medical face mask in the libraries?
The 3G rule also applies on the premises of the university library. You must wear a medical face mask until you are seated at a reading place. Unless otherwise indicated, you can remove the mask when seated at the reading place if the distance of 1.5 meters to the next occupied seat or workstation can be maintained. The university library has the detailed information about its separate coronavirus rules on its website.
Are the refactories and cafes open?
Yes, for sure. We need our cafes and refactories to study physically. Don't you mind? Here too, you must wear a medical face mask until you are seated, and also make sure that you can maintain a distance of 1.5 meters. If you would like more information about the services available and hygiene rules, go to the Studentenwerk Leipzig website.
You can't get the vaccine for medical reasons. Are you allowed to attend in-person classes?
Yes, you may attend in-person classes as long as you are completely with the 3G rules. This means that if you cannot get the vaccine or if you are not fully vaccinated, you will need to get tested. At the beginning of the semester, we will inform you about testing options at the university.
Will the tests cost you anything?
We are currently talking about this with the responsible decision makers. Students with a contraindication and pregnant students in the first trimester of pregnancy are entitled to POC antigen tests.
How often do you need to get tested and how long is the test valid?
You must bring proof of your current status to each class. Fully vaccinated, recovered from coronavirus, or a valid negative test. We consider a test to be valid for 48 hours. The frequency of testing will therefore depend on your particular schedule and how often you use other university facilities such as the libraries and sports facilities.
How will the 3G rule be checked?
We are trusting you. It's about protecting yourself and others. Teaching staff can decide on their own to check whether students have proof. Under the house rules, they have the authority to grant and deny access to university premises. The faculties will also set their own guidelines regarding the frequency of checks. Go to your faculty website to find out what the conditions are for attending a class.
Will lecturers follow the 3G rule as well?
Yes, sure, as their employee, we are responsible for ensuring that our lecturers also abide by the 3G rule.
What happens if you don't follow the 3G rule and attend classes anyway?
Lecturers have the right and are required, to expel students from the classroom if they are not able to show 3G proof. This can be reported as an administrative offense to the authority of public order for the city of Leipzig.
Will contact tracing take place at Leipzig University?
We will use the coronavan app for this, which is free of charge. The QR codes will be displayed at the entrances to all rooms used for teaching purposes. Make sure to install the app from the App Store or Play Store and have Bluetooth turned on while you are in the class. Analog contact registration will also be possible.
Do you have to check in via the coronavan app every time you attend a class?
Yes, you must check in via the coronavan app using the QR code and turn on the Bluetooth function in the app in each of the rooms where you have in-person classes.
If you have to quarantine, how can you attend classes held in person?
There will be options to attend the classes online or to watch them afterwards. So please speak with your lecturer.
Are the exams planned to be held in person or online?
The standard examination regulations will apply again as of 1st of October 2021. Examinations will be carried out according to these regulations and will therefore, as a general rule, be held in person.
Which vaccines will be accepted as proof?
We will accept all the vaccines approved by the European Medicines Agency (EMA) as proof.
Are vaccines which are used abroad, such as Sputnik V, also approved vaccines?
No, the only approved vaccines are those which have been approved by the European Medicines Agency (EMA). The physician administering vaccines will decide whether or not you can be vaccinated again with an approved vaccine. International students who have been vaccinated with a vaccine which is not approved in the European Union can continue to be tested free of charge until end of the year, exactly 31st of December this year.
An option to get vaccinated at Leipzig University?
We are starting with a new vaccination appointments on 5th and 6th of October. Mobile vaccination teams will be available in the Neues Augusteum on Tuesdays and Wednesdays until Christmas. They will have the BioNTech Pfizer vaccine. Check our coronavirus website regularly to stay up to date.
What will happen if the 3G rule is not followed?
This is quite clear. Students who do not wish to adhere to the 3G rule may not attend classes held in person.